Welcome you all to game number 1 of this set. Yo, Cito, is it live? You wish, bro. No. This is unfortunately a recorded game. They played this on Sunday, but they had a scheduled time. I came into cast at that time and they were already halfway through the series. So I just had to use recorded games at a different time. Hello, Tenbrick as well. Hope you guys are doing alright. So what do we get for game number 1? Well, we have 2 sets to cover today, so I'm just going to very slightly fast forward over here until we get to the fuel age. Somebody goes forward, or the castle age, and we get some actual army or extra economy. We'll see what we get, but for civilizations, Vinchester's playing with Burgundians, while Modri, he's playing with Malay. So what does it mean? Vinchester civilization is going to be pretty good in terms of economy as well. Getting access to eco upgrades 1 each earlier is going to be fantastic. He still gets the food discount, although it's gone down to 40%. From the 50% that it used to be in the past. It's going to be good. It's going to take some time to pay off though. It does make the civilization a little bit slower to play in earlier stages, which could be really good for Modri, because with Malay, he gets much faster uptimes, right? He saves 40% of the uptime compared to other civilizations, so getting something for Modri like fast castle into full economy should allow him to offset for the eco bonus for Vinchester. Or something like fast imp as well, which we have seen in the past, can potentially work out over here. But let me take a look at the popularity of the civilizations on this map specifically, because I don't remember if Malay were that popular here or not. So this Jungle Rumble, Malay are actually, yeah, the most popular for this one specifically. For this map specifically, they are extremely popular. I like to hear Spanish voice. Pero obvio, loco, ¿qué querés que te diga? Vos decime algo y yo te tiro la línea en español ahí, tranqui. Regardless, though, I know it sounds kind of awkward if you're used to hearing me in English. But that's the way it goes. That's the way we'll roll around here. We leave the español for off stream. Anyway, village is here already. We are just going down to 1x. And Modri, interestingly enough, went extremely fast, and this is something we have talked about extensively in the past. That's something that Malay can't get away with. A fast feudal into your eco upgrades earlier, into a fast-ish castle. It's not going to be as fast as actually fast castling, but it's still going to be pretty decent. And most importantly, it's going to give you the option to defend yourself against potential pushes from your opponent. Meanwhile, Vinchester is only now going up to the fuel age on 20 to 21 population, actually. No problem, man. All good. Guys, by the way, did you hear there's going to be a 3rd qualifier for Red Bull Wallhalla taking place next weekend? I do not really know what that's about, but I would imagine maybe some of the qualified players from before. Oh, this is so good from Vinchester though. Check this out. He's pushing the 0 away, so now Modri cannot take it. Nice. So yeah, there's going to be a 3rd qualifier, and I imagine the reason for that's probably some of the qualified players having visa issues and not being able to attend. So I am not really sure. I don't really have the scoop on that yet. I need to go and check it out. But if anybody could actually check out who's not going to be able to attend from the currently qualified players, let me know. Somebody cannot come. I would imagine that would be the case, but I don't know who. The only person that I can think of is potentially Vinchester, because I remember when he qualified, somebody said on my stream that either that very day that he qualified, or the day before or something like that. Like, it was very untimely. Apparently a visa deal that the EU had with Russian, for Russian citizens rather, got put on hold, apparently. So maybe he wouldn't be able to attend, depending on how that came out. I do not know if that's the reason and Vinchester's the one who cannot come, or if it's somebody else and Vinchester will be able to attend in the end. I do not know, so do not take my current word for it. I am not properly informed. Oh, that was you, Grump. Thank you. And I have not seen an update on it yet. But if it was, let's say, a resolution to allow Russian citizens to visit and then it got put on hold, that means that its current status of not being able to go there would still hold until they resolve the postponement. This really hurt the quality, but Russians are getting visa. So they are getting visa. I do not know then who it is that cannot go. Somebody would have to check on Wikipedia and see what the situation is. Alternatively, maybe everyone who qualified will attend, and it just happens to be the case that they opened up more slots and they just want to have more players. But I do not know. Once again, I have not read anything about it. Vinch is in great shape now. It'll be a shame indeed. Could be ACCM as well. Vietnam has visa problems with Germany similarly. Oh! They incited dark to the third qualifier. Okay, okay. So maybe Russia is not... Yeah, it's not the issue over here. I mean, for this very specific thing. Oh, he's invited to the third qualifier. Okay, okay. I thought you said... Or you meant that they encouraged him to participate. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Somebody will have to take a look at the Wikipedia, or we can do it in between games 1 and 2, I think. Regardless, though, we are already getting to some action as Modri. He's got the Siege Workshop. He's got a Monastery coming up in front. He went up to the Castle Age so much earlier. He's sticking to 1 TC as well, so instead of going for extra TCs and guaranteeing a lead in economy in the latest stages of the game, he's coming in with full pressure over here, and this is very interesting to see. Remember as well that Malay, they are lacking a few upgrades in the monastery, actually 2 specifically. Fervor, so mobility for the monks, and theocracy in the Imperial Age, which makes it much harder if you don't have your micro on point to handle group conversions, because you're going to utilize more than one monk's faith if you convert with a group of monks selected. So your micro's gotta be on point if you're gonna go for monks with Malay, and you get to the Imperial Age without being able to go for theocracy. And with Kobe on China, Yokuda vicious as well. Right. Is that still a thing? COVID restrictions? Hey, Bream. Hi. Okay. Invited are the 6 players who got eliminated in the last round of both qualifiers. Interesting. Oh yeah, I had no idea, Grump. Global news certainly not something I do keep up with. Probably should, but it's got the time. Give lockdowns for millions of people. Damn. Sounds rough for sure. I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. What do we have over here for Vinchester to defend himself? He's been going for scouts. He's got a light cavalry right now, and he's got 2 monasteries to play with as well. With 2 monasteries, he's gone for Atonement. I think he's gone for a few extra upgrades. He was checking, yeah, he was actually getting some of the upgrades a second ago. Let me actually check to see what that was. Atonement, yes. Is that the only thing? It seems so. Yeah, okay. So this means that Qualifiers 3 is just for safety reasons. They don't need to organize a tournament if someone can't come. The winner of Qualifier 3 sits at home and waits to step in. I don't think that'll be good. That would be certainly pretty rough. You can't really hold somebody like that, I think. So I don't know. I would say probably not, but... Nice conversion. Okay, there we go. I found the info on Discord. Thank you, Age of Stone. I just saw about the 3rd qualifier as I turned on the stream, so I couldn't check too much. We will have an extra short qualifier for the people that made it all the way to the deciders in the 2 qualification stages. This is done to ensure we have the players ready to replace the previously qualified players in case of travel complications. I want to clarify that there are no issues as of right now with the players already qualified, but we do not have time to run this event later. If we find out there are difficulties, we can resolve from Cassini. Okay, thank you, Age of Stone. It seems like it's going to be exactly what you said, Ted Brick. I don't know, that kind of seems rough to me. Somebody, you know, winning the third qualifier and being like, wait until the very last moment to see if they can participate. If they do not have a visa right now, they will have to apply for one, right? Just in case. I don't know. I guess the Red Bull's going to cover the expenses. Maybe it's not too bad. Just in case qualifier, right? Yeah, we're gonna cover it for sure, all the same. There are only 4 series for Wallhalla this week, so there isn't too much for us to cover. This one is from the previous week. We're going to cover the first one from this week afterwards. Nice conversions coming up over there. The light cavalry are over there, but still, it seems like Modri's coming out on top. However, 2 Magnus got converted though. This is a huge conversion spree, so to say, for Modri. But the DC did go down in the end. He's trying to go for another one over here. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, he should be able to get this one up. If we still have the monks from Modri, he will be able to try and convert the villagers on the other side of the TC. And then he can take these with the light cavalry and the spearmen or the pikemen. But yeah, these will get the TC up for sure. Modri's push, though, is still pretty strong. Even if Vinchester managed to get the second TC up outside, and he's going for a third TC now as well. You take a look at the worker economy, or the worker count rather, sorry, and Vinchester is behind Modri by 7 villages, 6 villages, 7 villages. Keeps on going back and forth. Now Modri's gonna try and drop a castle very soon. He's got the villagers coming forward and Vinchester. I don't think he'll be able to do too much about this, so Modri's played this game really well. Really well. There you go. That's another nice pickup over there with the light cavalry. Another monk goes down. We still have 2 over here though, left for Modri, so that's fine. Yeah, and that siege George is not really going to do too much. He could try to go for rounds, but as long as Modri's got the ability to go for Magnus, right, should be able to defend against the castle just fine. Against the ramp, sorry, and keep the castle just fine. Go. Just guns up, should be able to take on the siege workshop, should be able to take on the TC. Well done. So they get some money then. If they do not get a chance to go, then they should have some cash for their time at least. I think so. I would expect the qualifiers to have a little bit of prize pool as well. Choo-choo. Nice. As Vinchester chops through, he's able to salvage most of his economy that was up until this point kind of trapped behind the TC, so he'll be able to go up. The big problem, the big issue right now for Vinchester is the efficiency of his economy. We take a look at all these villagers and then the villagers on the left hand side as well. What do we have over here? We have a worker efficiency of 0% basically in the last minute, but then all-time worker efficiency of 69%. That seems nice, but at the same time it's going to be much lower compared to Modri's worker efficiency. Modri's even stealing the farms over here from Vinchester. It's certainly looking kind of over at this stage. Vinchester does have an extra TC coming up on the right hand side and another one on the left hand side as well, but you know, Modri is already ahead in work count by quite a lot. He's going for extra TCs himself, and very soon he'll be on his way to the Imperial Age, which means for Malay will get access to bombard cannons. He can send the siege out and snipe the TCs down right away. Yes. I wouldn't have made such a backup tournament in public. Would be better to do it behind the scenes. I guess so. It's good content though. I guess it's good promotion, but it does seem kind of awkward. I do agree. Anyway, I expect it not to be particularly long, certainly not anywhere near as big as the first 2 qualifiers, right? Because it's just going to be... How many players? 6? You said, right? I imagine it's gonna be like a group stage and maybe some knockout later. I'll have to take a look at Wikipedia. We can do that after this game. And I imagine it's not gonna take too long for us to get past this one. Yeah, it's only a matter of time for Modri to get to the Imperial H and go for the push that we were talking about earlier. Oh, nice conversion though! From Vinchester, and then the counter conversion from Modri. Well done. The Vinchester utilized a single monk or all 3. He utilized a single monk, so he's got still faith over here. Round robin. 5 rounds. Okay. Alright, that's good. So it's going to be 3 times 5, 15. Series. 15 best of 3 series, I would imagine, so it's not too massive. It could be also best of 5, I guess, because of Empire Wars. They already cast CCM versus Valis? No, I'm going to cast that one after this one. It took place a little bit too early today for the time that I went to bed yesterday. I usually check what's available the day after when I go to bed, and I went too late yesterday. But it was a productive day. I was able to iron out some kinks on my workflow as well, and very soon we're gonna have shorts coming up on YouTube and also on Instagram and TikTok. Finally! We're going to bring the platforms out of the dead. Anyway, Imperial Age is here for Modri. We were expecting this to be the case for a while already, and he's got a Siege Rorschach coming up for, right? Chemistry's on the way. He's got block printing, illumination, conscription, all the good stuff that you expect to see in the Imperial Age, especially with Malay. They cannot go for Theocracy, so we get what he gets. We'll have what he gets, rather. I didn't see most of it, but saw the results, so I'll be silent about it. But pissed I missed most of it, though. Never nice to miss these close match tournament series. Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll be covering it today. After this one, no problem. So far, Modri's been in the driver's seat, but Vinchester's actually done a remarkable job at holding on. He's managed to catch up in work account for the most part. Now that he's got 4 TCs as well, he should be able to keep up with a villager count, assuming that Modri can keep all 3 TCs working and Vinchester can keep the 3 TCs that are in research and the Imperial Age working as well. He's collecting relics. And I can't believe, honestly, that Vinchester was able to hold on for this long. What a great defense. We saw many times strategies like this result in fairly quick games. And even those games where one player would end up trying to survive around the map would usually end up going in favor of the aggressor. But this time around, Modri doesn't seem like he's got any momentum anymore. He's just got pikemen over here. He's going for bombard cannons finally. Yeah, but then he doesn't really have the ability to come out, as on the back he's completely walled off. And then in front, we have a triple layer wall over here as well. I guess it'd probably be faster for him to grab the farmers over here, send them over to chop the tree, right? This one is 33, for instance. That would probably be faster than trying to break through with the bombard cannon. The minimap looks gorgeous. Yeah. Absolutely. That is a sight to behold. And you know what? I'm just going to zoom out over here and I'm going to utilize the minimap for the thumbnail of this series. Actually, I won't. I probably could have gotten away with it, but I won't because I already have the template for Wallhalla playoff stages. But yeah, that would have been actually really good. The map is really good. Yes. As always, very happy to see the RMS Cup 2 submissions find a new life in different tournaments. Many of these could easily have gone into the main event. They didn't, but they are finding a home in a different tournament. That is fantastic to see as well. Hey, Marcusen! Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing alright. Any hope that the button could save Vinchester? Given the current army composition, he should be able to make Flemish Militia work, so I do understand his heavy investment into PCs, yes. And Modri, technically he does have what he needs to hold on against Flemish Militia, right? He can go for Arbalesters. But he's not really going for it. He's not even thinking of it. He just got Halberdier coming for. Halberdier against Malay, that honestly seems kind of awkward. It was a transition from the earlier Spearman to defend the Monks with, but Halberdier at this stage seems like a little bit of an overinvestment. It's something that he won't really be able to get a lead with. Flemish Revolution coming? I would surely hope so. Vinchester's got ATCs producing villages. ATCs producing villages. This castle's going down. He still has two to work with on the right and left hand sides. Oh, and he's got Cousillère coming in. Wait, he deleted this and he went for a gate foundation as well to make sure that Modri stayed close over here. Vinchester's... Wow, game sense over here and decision making is really interesting to see. Not something we have seen from too many other players. Once again, every time that we saw somebody try to survive like this, the same fashion Vinchester has been able to pull off in this game, they usually just end up getting shut down before they're able to get back on their feet. So yeah, Vinchester's going for it. 5 seconds for Flemish Revolution. 154 population and 154 military for Vinchester. He's managed to get to 800 foot, so he's going for a bunch of villages right now. Let's see if he's able to control all the units. He's going to clean out the Halberdier down south. He'll end up pushing the bombard cannons for sure. And then on the left hand side, we have extra units coming forward. He's going to try to come from behind. Yes, sir. And he's got a lot of units to work with. So what do we see, Modri? Nope, nope, nope. He's going to nope the crap out of this push. Yeah. Just trying to get the walls up over here. I'm not really sure if he'll be able to do it on time, though. I think this is open still. If Vinchester deletes all these walls, I think he can come in. And he's coming in because there is an opening! Modri, oh boy! He was trying to get the walls up over there. He was missing one tile over here, otherwise he would have been completely safe. But now, the units are streaming in, and that is not a trivial amount of Flemish militia. And you know what? Vinchester is taking the time to go for plate mail armor. Iron casting. He doesn't have blast furnace, but this is still incredible from Vinchester. On the left hand side, he cleaned out the Halberdier. Of course he did. Bombard cannons, he pushed away or took down. And then, yeah, he's just going for an incredible push over here. And I cannot believe that Vinchester is making this one work. But it certainly seems like it's going to. At least he's going down for sure. There's no question about it. And the rest of the militias are just streaming in from behind still, just trying to reach through. Ideally, he probably would have wanted to go for a petard or two so that he would have been able to get to the center, right? Alternatively, if he had enough units on the left-hand side, he could have gone around the castle through his gates and put pressure over here, but he ended up losing a lot of these units to the castle. I don't think he was paying too much attention to the left-hand side. Yeah, he's got only 7 Flemish militia over there. Meanwhile, on the back, this is where he's coming in from. This is where he's got most of the units still. 97 out of 106 Flemish militia are inside what used to be Modri's base. Did Vinchester get my vineyards? Let me check. I don't think he did, but I'm not 100% sure. He didn't. No, he didn't get it. I think he does have gold though. Yeah. Here, potentially. He's got 10 gold minus currently. And the castle's coming up. Boy, imagine this is really good from Modri. His reaction was quite swift. Went into Arbalesters right away, started taking into it. And now he's got bombard cannons. So this is not a good position for Vinchester. Get out of there, man. Imagine what this would have been like with 2 petards. Just come and bust through. And come straight into the center. Basically, this is the only area Modri was able to bail back to, right? Over here, the castle is there for sure, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of an economy set up. He doesn't really have a big economy set up, so it was not really that big of a deal. What do pros never get vineyards? Makes no sense. It really depends on how many farmers you got. But we do see pros get vineyards, just not every time. And right now, Vinchester's got just enough farms that it's going to amount to about 1 relic worth of gold income. So it isn't a lot. Okay, there we go. Vinchester's got decent amount of Flemish militia over here still, but no bombard cannons. Yes, rip up and put lots of villas on farms anyway. Yeah, but then at the same time, the economy, whatever economy he's got currently, you have to think of it kind of like being 1TC. His economy is very small until he gets back out the shape. He gets back in shape, sorry. So you have to think as if he was playing in 1TC until he gets enough villagers that his economy is actually useful. So he's going to divert all of his economy into getting villagers out and getting the units that he needs to keep on putting the pressure out, as opposed to going for upgrades that are going to pay off in the long run. So Vineyard is going to be one of those economies that you get right now, but it's not going to pay off immediately. Before going to button? Oh yeah, he could have gone for it at that point, I guess. I'm not really sure if he didn't really have the resource to go for both things. Maybe that was it. But yeah, if he could have hold on and get it, it wouldn't have hurt, but it's not, once again, it's not really going to make a huge difference. 25 farmers are going to provide about 1 relic gold, 1 relic worth of gold income, and now we have 54. He would have like 4 relics worth of gold income over here as opposed to 2. But because he still has actual access to gold, he might as well just like add 3 villagers to the gold, and that's going to be way cheaper than going for the upgrade. Eventually he's going to get it for the future though, I'm pretty sure. There we go. And the game has stabilized. What a roller coaster of a game. Who's going to take this one? Vinchester 185 population, Modri 184. Vinchester is going for yet more TCs actually. Oh boy. Beautiful. See, tourists are coming in for Vinchester right now. All players will get to 200 population. So as we make a transition into the later stages of the Imperial Age over here, can we go revolution more than once? We can't. No, it's just a one-time thing. Vinchester starts going for Cavalier. He's got Onager coming up, which I like to see, and stables on the right-hand side. So with Onager, he'll cut through over here and come in with Cavalier, and as Modri already made the transition basically fully into Arbalisters, the Cavalier play over here could be quite deadly. There we are. Cavalier's about to be here. He's starting to queue the units up. Does have a healthy amount of gold currently and food. You know, he can go for Paladin as well. It is going to come at a 50% discount for the Burgundian specifically. I don't know if Cito's still around, by the way. Are you around, Cito? I think he might have left. I was curious to ask him something. Anyway, there we go. Imagine Modri goes now full offense. Oh, That'd be sublime, not gonna lie. As unlikely as it seems, that'd be actually sublime. 40% cheaper, yeah. Anyway, the paladin upgrade's coming up, and Modri's gonna start going for scale bar than armor, but this is probably just for like cavalry, I would imagine. Try and get the raids going. Oh, wait, what? He's going for it. He had the outpost on the right hand side, but I don't think he saw the stables, did he? Is he just expecting it? This would be some incredible game sense. Well, maybe not that incredible game sense, because not like Vinchester's got too many options, right? Flemish militia are clearly not going to work anymore, and Modri's been going for Arbalista, so it's not like Vinchester's got too many options to go for anything besides cavalry. Yo, Jaraka. Welcome. There we go. Blast Furnace here as well for Modri. Yes! Elite Elephant's already here, so he's going for it. There we go. Nice push from Modri. But here comes Vinchester. He's already got through with the Onager. And he's coming right in with the Paladin. Modri, at this point in time, has got 6 elephants to work with. And these are not going to be quite as mobile. So if he's got to bring these back, yeah, it's going to take a little while for them to catch up. And we'll see if Vinchester can actually hold on. You gotta keep in mind that while Vinchester had access to gold, he got pushed away from the left-hand side. He's not collecting from the one up north. I'm not really sure if he's actually aware of it. I think it might be just a matter of not having control of this area of the map. And then on the right-hand side, I don't think he's got anything anymore, so Vinchester's effectively out of gold. He was making a power play for the center to get a hold of some of the gold over here, while Modri, on the other hand, he can go for, well, you know, 40% cheaper elephants in the Imperial Age, given the fact that he's basically controlling the center all by himself, rather. Should be able to keep on going for elephants as long as he wants to. Vinchester, well, Vinchester is the one who's gotta get a hold of the center, who's gotta get some control over here to still be relevant in this game. As we see, the Cavalier production for Vinchester dwindled quite a bit. He struggles to queue up the units, and now he's getting back to gold. He's gotta use the market in order to keep on going for the units. Hey, Kate! Hi, welcome. How's it going? We're doing alright. There we go. Been a while since I was last here. Yes. Haven't seen your brother either in a while. Hope you guys are doing alright. Hope you guys are still going strong at Age of Empires. I remember you actually were getting pretty good last time that I heard about you. Melee elephants, no armor. There is no chain bar than armor, and there is no plate bar than armor. So the elephants from Melee are not going to be the best. Also, there is no bloodlines, so these are not particularly strong. It's going to work as a meat shield. The thing is, Modri wasn't really able to keep production going, and now it's a little bit of a unravelable situation from Modri, where he's gotta you know, try to counter both Paladin and Cannoneer, but then there is also Siege over here with Dungeons and Bombard Cannons, and there is not going to be a single unit that's going to take on everything over here. So yeah, Vinchester's got some momentum over here, and I honestly cannot believe my eyes as I see Vinchester solidify his score lead even further by 4,000 points. Everything seems to point out that Vinchester taking this game, while Modri was looking so much stronger earlier. Especially in the early M. Yeah. Maybe you're confusing the Kates? Oh, sorry, Kate. No. You're correct. I confused you with Kent, not Kate. Yeah, my bad. There is a Kent guy. Yeah, who hasn't been around in a while. He's got a brother. Sorry. To be fair, it's pretty similar names, and also he utilized the red color in the chat as well, so I get confused. My bad. I wish I were gonna do. Well, no worries, right? We are here to suck together and watch good players actually play the game. So Vinchester does end up taking game number 1, getting the lead over here, and with an incredible comeback after Modri's amazing push in earlier stages of the game. So that's going to be it for game number 1. Let's take a look at this, right? The achievements before hopping back out. What do we have? We have a close to 7 to 4 KD ratio. It's actually going to be a little bit higher than 5 to 3 KD ratio for Vinchester, which is really good, especially considering the units he went for. The Flemish Militia are going to be very cost effective with this kind of KD. Well, a Paladin against Malay Elephant specifically, they're not going to be quite as efficient as they would have been against a standard Elephant, but they're still going to be good. And Modri was the one going for the most part for the more gold intensive army with, well, first off it was Halberdier, right? But then he went for Arbalesters, then he made a play for Elephants, then into Arbalesters again. It's not bad. It's not bad. Vinchester actually managed to get a stronger economy on top of that, so it was not only very good KD, but also with a stronger economy. Well done. What a great comeback. This is the first time in a while that I see Flemish Revolution actually allowing a pro player to come back into a game. Fantastic. There we go. Let's switch colors once again. There we are. Nice. So, from all the people who are watching the stream currently, who here was aware of Terra Nova Duos when it actually took place, when it was happening? And who here kept up with it? You know that I'm trying to catch up on my YouTube channel, right? So the Terra Nova Duos Grand Final just came up. I think today, if I'm not mistaken, today or yesterday. I think it might have been today. No. It was yesterday. It was scheduled to come out on a Sunday. So today we have the first Red Bull Wallhalla qualifier video. Anyway, for those of you who might not have kept up with Terra Nova Duos, certainly now is the time that you want to go and check my YouTube channel, because we have all the videos up over there already from the latest stages, the knockout stages anyway. Except for one quarterfinal, which I lost. It seems like I forgot to highlight it. And then there are shorts coming up, and the first short's coming up tomorrow, I think. And it's a great one. I had so much fun making it. It's something that you have not seen on stream, by the way. Or well, part of it is something that you have not seen on stream. Part of it is something that you might have seen on stream. Part of it is something that you definitely have not seen on stream. And yeah, if you're a big fan of the Chinese players, you might want to check it out when it comes out tomorrow, most likely. Regardless though, nice snipe over here. Modri gets it. Loom for Byzantines. Oh, what happened? Vinchester got housed, probably? Yeah. That is not the way to go. Let me take a look at Modri. He's gonna trush. He's going for Loom now as opposed to waiting for the fuel H and going up with an extra villager. Okay. Because it's Vinch. Yeah, it might be the case. He's not really collecting any stone, but Byzantines, they do have the extra HP on their buildings as well, so let's see. He's sending the villager. Nope. Nope, just going to be a fast castle. So, stable coming up for the scouts to get map control. Just guessing. Yeah, that I guess might have made sense, right? If he had gone up on a lower villager count, but it's just going to be a standard fast castle. I guess he probably just got housed or something, or was about to get housed perhaps. And Castle Age is coming up as well from Modri. Yeah, he got a lot of idle TC time though, so Modri's build over here was not the best. Anyway. Let's go back to 1x and we'll wait to see what we get from both players. Vinchester is most likely going for the monastery and just trying to get the relics as he doesn't really have the economy to go for extra TCs. Modri, on the other hand, seems like he's going to go for the very same thing as well. You gotta keep in mind the Bohemians we have seen so often play for full monks in the Castle Age over here, but not on this map specifically. On this map, it's not being quite as common. Usually, when we see them go for full monks, like in the Castle Age, we're gonna see them go up on a map like Jungle Rumble, actually. Or perhaps even... I think we saw them on the wall do that a few times. But yeah, over here is not going to be quite as common. Kings are alive, but casting is wreck. Yeah. Stop spoiling my psychic powers, man. I had to predict you were going to say this 2 days ago when I actually recorded live commentary. But I just have certain mana, you know? If you just talk about it, then I'm not going to be able to predict everything. Anyway. With Virus here for Vinchester. And he's not really gone too heavily into scouts. He's got the second TC coming up. Okay, that is awkward. So he's got the scouts. He's got the one monastery. And he's got the second TC coming up. It's going to slow down his booming, of course. But then it's going to be the same situation for Modri as well. He's got the resources to go for an extra TC. But he's not gone for it just yet. Okay, never mind. What is he going for? Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's got it. Nice engagement over there. Going definitely in favor of Modri. That is a huge amount of spearmen for the blue player. Does end up losing 2 scouts over here, but he does get the monk down, so he steals the relic. And Vinchester's managed to collect 1. Now this is going to be the first relic coming in for Modri, and he's trying to go up to the north one to get a hold of it. Meanwhile, there's going to be 2 left down south over here, one closer to Modri and the other one kind of neutral, so... You know, the worst case scenario, Modri's going to have to contest a relic that's in between both bases. Take a look at the engagement over here. The monk goes down. Well played. No light cavalry for anyone, actually. Just scout cavalry from both. Modri's respecting the scouts. Cheaper spear versus stronger spear. I prefer the stronger spear, but especially as Modri already has a 30C on the way, it doesn't seem like he's going to fall behind in economy by paying more. At all, and Vinchester's had the resource to go for a 30C for a while. They're just not gone for it. And he will end up getting the relic up in the north, so that's going to be 2 relics for Vinchester. 1 relic for Modri, and then there are 2 relics down south over here. Now Vinchester's going for 1. He's gonna get picked up, I think. There are no scouts over here, but he's sending them. Yeah. So this monk's gonna get picked up. And this one is in between both bases, so it's not going to be particularly straightforward for Modri to take. And everything's looking pretty good for Vinchester. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on these spearmen. Give me 1 second. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Nice pick, he gets it. I just needed to sweeten my tea. We've gone down to 18 drops for 1200 milliliters. Down from 40 something when I first started, so I already was able to reduce it by more than 50%. Nice pick. Trying to get used to not having to sweeten it at all. Perfect. And the game stabilizes. From this point onwards, we're just gonna have to wait for the players to get their economy in shape and go up to the Imperial. It seems like Modri is gonna be in a much better position in that regard. Currently, he already has an 11 villager lead over Vinchester. Yeah, and in the end, it's going to be a 3-2 relic distribution, favoring Modri as well.
Co po mně žádáš?
K vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? K vašim službám. Co přikazuješ?
Here we are. Atonement's coming in for Modri. Power outpost. It's very interesting to see. He might be able to go up to the Imperial Lich very soon. If you take a look at the resources, they're looking pretty strong. And if he does, and already starts, yeah, going for this forward setup, it's going to be pretty difficult for Vinchester to hold on against once Modri gets to the Imperial Age. Although Vinchester is going up himself very soon, though. Check that out. The discount for the Byzantines coming in clutch. But yeah, once Modri gets to the Imperial Age and we get access to all the extra upgrades, it's going to be pretty difficult for Vinchester to hold on. This time around, there is no backdoor for Vinchester to sneak out of. So if Modri gets a push that is kind of comparable to the one that we saw in game number 1, Vinchester simply does not have the options to get out of his base and just bail and try to rebuild somewhere else. Nice, nice.
Ano.
There you go, the monk micro's coming in. Vinchester does manage to get 2 monk conversions over there. Yeah, make that 3 actually. Does end up losing 2 monks install, but in the end it's going to be more cost effective for the blue player, I think. Actually, yeah. No, it was just the 1 conversion, sorry, for Vinchester, and then Modri converted to the back, I think. Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep up with the monks changing color like this. Manfila is gonna be here for both players very soon. Modri's going for the forward castle. Vinchester's going for the defender castle, the defending castle. There we go. Beautiful. Really just here. Fantastic. We have the choices already on the way for Vinchester. We have the choices already on the way for Modri. And he's got the bombard cannons too. Being able to go for chemistry before getting to the Imperial Age actually makes such a huge difference. Block printing. Theocracy's on the way now for Modri as well, and Vinchester. He's got the illumination coming up. Crossbow man. Bludgeon as well, so he's taking into our ballistas. Modri's just sticking to the monks over here, and so far, so good. I think he's gotten the better end of the deal when it came to conversions, and now with the bombard cannons over here, he should be able to take on the Troyes, and this is so good. There we go, Vinchester. He's trying to target. Bombard cannon with block printing already. Vinchester's monks are actually pretty strong as well. Pretty long range. Yo! Paul! Thank you so much! Thanks for your content. Thanks to you for your support. This is what allows me to do this, guys. It's very much appreciated. Prime Gaming as well. I love it. 3 months. Thank you for the extended support, the sustained support. And it's very much appreciated. Remember, guys, September 20, 25, 30% discount on Twitch subscriptions for 1, 3, and 6 months, respectively. There you go. Guess it comes down from Modri, so we still have the treasures over here. The black printing monks are a fantastic defense against the bombard cannons. Oh, Heresy is coming in from Modri. This is huge. It's very pricey, but he'll be able to prevent the bombard cannons from getting converted over. They will just go down. Ideally, he might want to try and bait conversions with a cheaper unit regardless, so that he doesn't take too many losses. He's getting illumination as well. Crossman's coming up. So both players going pretty heavily into archery, and Modri's push is not really as strong as I thought it was going to be. Mostly because of Vinchester's ability to go up to the Imperial Lich at a comfortable time. If it weren't because of that, it would have been a completely different game. Yeah, with a discount to go up, allow Vinchester to stay competitive, so to say. And let's take a look. Here come the conversions. We see the conversions coming up from Modri as well. And Vinchester connects 2 conversions over there, but the monks go down right away. And Modri gets the conversions over here as well. As the monks are next to the castle, they go down due to treason. But that was so much better for him. If he's able to get some conversions where the monks don't go down instantly as well, that's going to be so much more cost effective for Modri as well. So let's see. He's got the bombard cannons. I'm really sure Vinchester already realized about Modri having Heresy over here or not. But he's going, trying to get the conversions. He gets 1, not the second one. So the castle's still under siege. Defending against Modri's monk plus siege pushes is such huge pain. He is not a fast player, but he's damn good at picking conversion targets. Right. There we go. Beautiful. The castle's crumbling right now from Vinchester. Modri's push is picking up some steam over here. Because now Vinchester's defenses are not looking anywhere near strong. And I thought he was going for Arbalesters. He was taking for Crossman, but now in the end just going to be skirmishers for Vinchester, which I don't really like too much. He's got Heresy coming out though, so at the very least that's going to bring his monks at parity to, you know, compared to Modri's anyway. But he calls it GG. It is understandable. Certainly, Modri had some momentum over here, and the writing was kind of on the wall. Vinchester was unwilling to try a little bit more to change it, but it's once again 100% understandable. This is a completely fine position to call the GG in. So, what about the conversions over here? 15 to 11, favoring Modri. He ended up getting the better end of the deal when it came down to conversion rates over here. Army has 65 to 33. And then for economy, we have a stronger economy for Modri, collecting about 5,000 extra resources. Yeah, which is huge. And a higher worker count as well. So he had some momentum over here. Vinchester crumbles, or was about to crumble. And game number 3 thus will take place on one of Vinchester's home maps. Actually, it was going to be the case regardless. There we go. For Modri. Once again, ever so slightly, we're just going to fast forward. Hey, good attitude. Hi, welcome. Can they pick the same civilizations? No, they have a draft from which they had to select civilizations. Once civilizations used, you cannot utilize it anymore for that series. So this is a best of 5, and each player is going to have 6 civilizations available, which is going to leave you some leeway. It's going to give you some wiggle room for which civs you want to utilize. And it's also going to make it a little bit harder for your opponent to like very precisely predict what your choices will be for any given maps. Highlight will be Hindustan side thing, maybe Teutons for Regicide, Fortress for Siege, Ansh, Presence versus the Chinese. I have a deja vu, Bailo. Didn't you say that exact same line last week or 2 weeks ago or something? As I read it, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what she said last time around. Yeah, it could be. It could be. We also saw Bengalis work against Chinese more than once already, so he could go for that one. He can go for Teutons. Well, not Teutons, sorry. He's utilizing it right now. Did someone else have the same draft? So then maybe, probably. Certainly sounds like it. Yeah, we have the Teutons over here already, so it is what it is. I guess that's going to be Bengalis then. Hindustanis, Teutons. What do we get over here? Well, Vinchester with Hindustanis get cheaper villagers, which is great. He'll save resources. 10, 15, 20, and 25% cheaper villagers in Darkfield Castle and Imperial Ages respectively, as well as stronger camels who attack 25% faster than other civilizations, which makes them actually a lot better dealing damage. So it's going to be a unit you'll be able to get away with raiding as well, unlike some other civilizations, most other civilizations whose camels are going to be so much weaker. Plus, in the standards, we'll also get for the team bonus 2 bonus damage from camel rider units and light cavalry units against buildings, which makes them a lot better as well going forward and busting through defenses, walls, houses, whatnot. Regardless though, Castle Age is coming up for Modri significantly sooner compared to Vinchester. With Teutons, Modri's got a civilization with an incredible economy. He gets a discount on farms. He also gets, let me see if I can remember. This is a civilization he could actually have gone forward and put pressure with if Vinchester had gone for something else that would have allowed him to go for a strong Castle Age push. Modri could have gone for the Field Age forward and tried to get the trash going because of his ability to garrison extra villages in towers and TCs. But as it is right now, he's just gonna make a play for economy. So once he gets to the Castle Age, we'll see the extra TCs come out, the cheaper farms pop up, and he'll try to get ahead. Against Hindustan is not going to be as straightforward. Once again, Hindustanis do have some nice things going for them, some nice bonuses, mainly the villager discount. Now Vinchester should be able to get to the Castle Age and go for 2 extra TCs right away. And he's got the second one coming up, and he's got the third one on the way right now as well, as the third one's coming up for Modri. Both players will be kind of neck and neck. One difference though is the fact that Vinchester went up to the Castle Age by going for a stable and a blacksmith as opposed to a market and the blacksmith, so he's gone for scouts, and he's got some map presence. This will allow him to get some scouting information much faster, some scouting information in much quicker, but also to potentially protect the relics and prevent Modri from getting access to these. Meanwhile, Modri already has a monastery on the way, and he's got nothing coming out that's going to prevent the scouts from defending the relics. No spearmen. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even have a barracks, right? And no barracks means no stable, no extra scouts. And even if he was able to go for that, Vinchester's got the camel out already as well. We'll see. Given the civilizations, I almost assume Modri would smash. Halberdier plus Sea Challenger, it is then. We'll see. Later stages, yeah, kind of has to be. Hindustanis otherwise against cavalry are going to have their very strong camel. And usually on strong cavalry civilization matchups, we are going to see something like Halberdier and bombard cannons and hand cannoneer, right? Can be Sea Challenger too. If you get a good amount of units, it's going to be arguably stronger than the bombard cannon. But in this situation, Vinchester is going to struggle a little bit more since he does not have Halberdier anymore as of the latest patch. Hindustanis lost the Halberdier unit. So we'll see. One thing's for sure though, doesn't seem like Modri will be able to collect a single relic. Vinchester's got full control on the left-hand side. He's taking the scout down from Modri, and then I guess, yeah, he even has a scout down south over here collecting control in this relic, so he should be able to collect everything. He's only now going for the monastery. It's taking a while. And I guess it's probably a time for us to keep on fast forward and through as well. We'll see what we get. Anyway, let me update the stream title. So, what is the other series? ACCM versus Valas, right? We are going to cover that one later, so I'm just going to update the stream title. Let me know if it's updated on your end as well. It should be updated. So, Vinchester versus Modri, ACCM versus Valas. Beautiful. Thank you, Baido. Appreciate it. And there we go. The monks are coming out for Modri, but coming in too late as Vinchester is already collecting the relic on the left-hand side. Ah, what happened to the one to the south, though? Modri took it. How? Hold on. Let's go back to 1x over here and go back a little bit. Around here, he already had taken it. Yeah. When actually? Oh, he got pushed away by spear or something? What if Vinchester pulled the scout out? He was... conversion potential maybe? Perhaps. So yeah. At this point in time, Modri does end up securing one of the relics, and Vinchester does end up securing one of the relics but on the left-hand side. He simply left the relic. This guy wasn't random walk? Oh, come on. What is going on over here? Well, at the very least, he'll be able to prevent any monks from going forward and trying to collect this one, right? So that's gonna be another one coming in for Vinchester. That's gonna be 2 relics for him. He's got this one as well, so that's gonna be 3 relics for him. Actually, 4 relics, as he just dropped the second relic inside the monastery. He's going after this one, and he's bringing this one, so it's gonna be 4-1 in the end. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. Cavalry archers better than Teutons. Well, you gotta keep in mind that Hindustanis do not have fully upgraded cavalry archers anymore, as they did in the past. Well, I mean, technically, they never got fully upgraded cavalry archers, but I mean, when we had Indians, right, which not necessarily are. I guess Hindustanis are the closest civilization from the new DLC compared to Indians, but it might not be like a direct successor. I'm not really sure I should call them former Indians. Though I guess technically all of these are Indian civilizations, right? Regardless though, finally the scout's going to get to do something. Doesn't seem to me like he should be able to get a single villager over here though. Yeah, Modri's paying attention. So anyway, this forecast was fantastic from Modri. He's going out to the Imperial Age earlier compared to Vinchester as well. So it's all good. Hey Paterna. Hi. How is it going? The Hakari Archer's coming out for Vinchester actually. He's just gone for Bloodlines. He doesn't really stick to it though. He's got light cavalry on the way in scale, bard, and armor. None of which will be for the CA line of units, of course. So we'll see. Sneaky stables coming out from Vinchester down south. Interesting. Yeah, infantry siege seemed to be kind of the consensus for what Modri should be going for. With Teutons over here, going for cavalry is obviously not going to be any good against Hindustanis, so this is good. And once again, Vinchester having lost access to, or Hindustanis having lost access to Halberdier in the latest patch is going to make these kinds of late game skirmishers much harder to deal with. Oh yeah, thank you, Paterna. I am very happy about it myself, and there are so many things coming up. I'm just so excited. So many things that they are going to take so much time, but I've already been making strides in so many different areas. My YouTube channel is back to being active. I got videos queued up for a full month. And yeah, I have my first short coming out tomorrow. It's going to come up on YouTube. It's going to come up on TikTok, Instagram as well. I'm not really sure if I should make a reel or a story or a video. I still do not know the difference between those things. Trying to get on with the modern times, it's certainly proving to be a little bit of a challenge, a little bit more of a challenge that I was hoping it was going to be. Anyway, chemistry coming up now for Vinchester as well, and Modri's going for Cavalier chain bar than armor. Yeah, TikTok sound. Gonna get on with the kids. There we go. That's the pressure from Modri. Camel's coming in now for Vinchester as well. Yeah, once again, cavalry from Modri, despite having the extra melee armor. Shouldn't do anything against the heavy camels from Vinchester. He'll need the halberdier. He's not gone for it just yet. He's only now going for forging. So he's kind of missing a few things over here, a few pieces of the puzzle, so to say. And definitely the halberdier is the largest one of them. But he might be able to get the castle down though. As he dives in, he takes both trebuchets from Vinchester. Will be able to keep his own castle up. And give this one from Vinch. While Vinchester on the other hand, he's got some converted cavalier. And he's got the heavy camel upgrade still coming up. Obviously, under the pressure he's on right now, he won't really be able to get the queues up on the stables down south and the stables down south, so he cannot really get the raids going. He's got to take care of this. He's got to stabilize first and then go for the push. But it's pretty difficult. Another castle's coming in. He thought of making a play for Gulams, only managed to get 2 out before losing the castle, so it won't be an issue for Modri's spearline units. I'm still waiting for the halberdier upgrade for Modri. Now we have camel. Yeah, we have heavy camels for Vinchester. Modri's kind of necessitates to go for halberdier. He's going for it right away. Meanwhile, Vinchester. Yeah, if he wanted to go for Imperial Camel, that's just going to eat into his resources. Won't be able to get too many units out, and Modri's got incredible momentum. He's managed to get so many Cavalier out, and he's taking on the Camels over here. Not even waiting for the pikemen. Where are the pikemen, actually? He's got a few over here, not too many, but still ends up pushing Vinchester's Camels away. And you know what? Vinchester's going to get the castle up over here, but that won't stop Modri from pushing him out of his base. So the PC's going down, the castle's going down, so we still have 2 traps for Modri to work out of, plus 2 bombard cannons doing work. Just gotta be careful. Vinchester could potentially take the bombard cannon down over here with the castle, but he's not realizing about it. And there we go. As Vinchester calls it GG, Modri takes game number 2. And this makes the series pretty interesting, with Vinchester taking game number 1 with an incredible comeback. He struggles against Modri in the subsequent 2 games, and now he's got to clutch up 2 games in a row in order to come back into the series to take it down, to take it his way. So we're just going to go through the achievements really quickly because I want to jump into game number 4 right away without playing a commercial, as we still have a little bit of pre-roll off time. We can just fast forward, right? And that's going to be a 74k ratio for Modri, which is fantastic. Conversion is going to be very small for both players, but society and economy is going to reveal a much stronger position for Modri with more resources collected throughout the game. And even though the villager count was higher for Vinchester towards the end of the game, we had some momentum going for Modri, so he was going to start getting ahead himself. So Guys, let's jump into game number 4 right away. It's taking place on Fortress. And I imagine we're gonna get Bengalis and Kumans. Alright. Well, welcome everyone then to game this is one to definitely fast forward and skip the Dark Age, the Fuel Age as well. We are very, very likely just going to get action starting in, at best, the Castle Age if players want to go for the relics, right? And of course, Kumans will go off faster to the Fuel Age in order to get the second TC up, but besides that, that's not going to be putting pressure against their opponents, right? So, we'll just wait. Damn! Vinchester gets 2 villagers out and clicks up already. I always love to see it. 11 villagers, dude. This is fantastic. We'll see if he'll actually be able to sustain production, though. I think this is probably the fastest. I think this might be the fastest uptime that I have seen from Kumans on this map. Usually they go up on like 15 villagers that I recall. Yeah. Damn, that was fast. So the TC's coming up. He's got 2 food workers. Mind you, make that 3. And yeah, he needs to get extra farms up. He's getting the resource though. He's got enough for 4 already. He's getting the 4 as well. There we go. Never saw a Kuman victory in this map. You know what? Now that you mention it, I don't recall seeing Kumans win myself on this map before. Then again, I have vicious memories, so take that with, take that as you will. But yeah, from the games that I remember seeing Kumans over here, I don't remember seeing them come out on top. Yeah, I really wish that the spectator dashboard would have stats for win rates for those civilizations as well, for the popular civilizations. It already has top 5 for each map. If we had a win rate, that'd be even better. Is Dark Age Tower Rush and Fortress still possible? On this configuration, I don't think so. I think if you're talking about the corner, like tower hopping, I think it's still possible, but I don't think I have seen anyone do that on Wallhalla. So if it is possible, it's probably not too effective, I would imagine. I think the Vinchester's king is going to get sniped. Yeah, he was just trying to bait Modri in. It's fine. Well, you guys, if you like to see a king snipe, definitely check out my YouTube channel tomorrow. Or my TikTok account. Or my Instagram account. But yeah. Nibelheim Towers in Dark Age. Ah, duh, right. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Damn it, Goss. You tricked me. Again. Anyway. Such a sellout? Well, there is something to sell out now. Finding that my YouTube channel is back to being active. I guess there is content for me to promote. Do you have MySpace or Yahoo? Not yet. I need to secure a what is it called? An AOL website as well. Yeah. See the first relic coming in from Modri. And Vinchester's only now going up to the Castle Age. He does manage to get a 10 villager lead. But as Modri is on 3 TCs already, and Vinchester's only able to produce from 1 TC at a time while going up to the Castle Age, Modri should on paper be able to catch up while Vinchester goes up to the Castle Age to about 12 villagers. By about 12 villagers, so it's going to be the same villager count. Actually, it's going to be higher for Modri by the time Vinchester gets to the Castle Age, and this is good. This is good for him. Let's take a look at gather economy time. We'll compare it in the future. Again. So right now it's better for Vinchester, but only by about 20 minutes. 29, actually 19 to 20 minutes, right? I expect this to change by the time we get to 21, 22 minutes into the game. I think it's going to be the same or higher for Modri. So yeah, This civilization is also one of the strongest civilizations to go for if you're up against humans. Modri is looking really good for the matchup over here. I'll tell you why. Because going up to the next stage is going to give you extra villagers. So while Vinchester does manage to get ahead in villager count against most other civilizations, over here he will still get a lead, but it's not going to be quite as significant. It's not going to be quite as substantial. So even as Modri falls behind the villager count and Vinchester gets ahead in the earlier stages of the game, Modri is going to catch up, get ahead in villager count by the time he gets Vinchester gets to the castle age, and Vinchester on the other hand is gonna try and make a play for the Imperial Age by the looks of it over here. But yeah, I do not really know that this is going to work. He's gonna start falling behind in economy very soon. He's gonna have to go for a second castle, so we're gonna see a castle come forward. And you know what? Rathas, one of the strongest units, could very well end up making it pretty difficult for the villagers to get the castle up. We'll see. We don't really have any upgrades for Modri, so these are not particularly strong yet. However, he's spotting this. There we go. Can show resource taken? Yes. So there is still a lead in gather economy time and for resources collected. It's 400 higher currently for Vinchester still. Oh man, this castle's coming up on a prize, I'll tell you. A bunch of villagers going down, 5 villager losses already for Vinchester. And Modri, he's getting the tower up. There's no way. There is no way this actually works out. Is there? That's only 5 villagers over here from Vinchester. Guys, this could be a very early GG into game number 4. Vinchester's gonna want to keep on trying, I imagine, because of this being match point already. But Modri's looking so much stronger. Check this out. Military counts twice as high as Vinchester's. He's got 20 extra workers. Vinchester gets pushed back for a front castle in front of his own base. And Modri? Well, Modri's looking good. He's looking strong. He's got a manual coming out. He's got a scorpion already out, with which to put a little bit of pressure over here. Let's see. Conversion's coming up. He does get a kip check over there. Scorpion's still there, doing heaps of damage. And this castle is coming up for sure. Yeah, probably Modri will want to get out of here. But that's a lot of villagers going down and taking damage. I mean, take a look at that. 8-1 KD in favor of Modri. That is an incredible KD ratio. Vinchester gets to the Imperial Age. This is the moment of truth. It took a bunch of sacrificed villagers for Vinchester to even get the castle up. Now he's gotten to the castle age. His economy is so much smaller compared to Modri. But he does have technically the technology advantage over here if he can take advantage of the Imperial Age. So first things off, we see a trebuchet queued up from the castle. So that's one of the things. That's part of the tech lead, right? Going for trebuchets, that's something that Modri's not going to be able to go for. And that means that we could see the castle go down over here. Vinchester plays his cards right and goes for at the very least 2 trebuchets and a good amount of gift checks. Which once again, with this very small economy, is going to be tricky. But if he plays his cards right and is able to get there, 2 trebuchets, a good amount of gift checks to defend the trebuchets with should allow him to go forward. Barrel through the defenses of Modri, take the, the towers down, the castle, the DCs. And potentially, and this, it's my opinion that this might be Vinchester's only hope, get a king snipe, because I don't see how at this stage Vinchester will be able to just get a slow push going and suppress Modri before Modri is able to go up to the Imperial Age himself and catch up. So I think it's gotta be a somewhat quick push and into a king snipe attempt. I don't think there is a way for Vinchester to take this one otherwise. And Modri, well, Modri's economy is for the time being unscratched. He's got 21 farmers though, so it's not the best. But he does have a castle coming up on the right hand side. I'll try to make a play for Rathas over here. These are kind of underwhelming in the castle age. You really want to upgrade these. And right now it's not really going to be possible. I guess if he gets a good amount of units, he'll still be able to take on Vinchester. even if these are not the lead fully upgraded post-game Prathas, right? Also, if you take into account the fact that Modri's Castle Age unit technology pikes makes these units attack 20% faster, I guess it's possible, it's a possibility for him to actually get a good trade in the Castle Age, but he's gonna need to get the upgrade, and he's gonna need to get the numbers. Vinchester is going for Cavalier right now. Once again, something else that's simply not available to the Castle Age, right? In the Castle Age, so he's trying to take advantage of that imp lead. Here come the gift checks. No ballistic, mind you. Oh, that is an awful trade. 2 gift checks going down right away. Check this out. The Rathas are barely scratched. Nothing but a flesh wound for Modri's units. Yeah. Inscriptions coming in now as well for Vinchester. Yeah, I was just talking about the Imperial lead, right? Trying to take advantage of the technologies, but yeah, I'm not talking about Modri specifically. Yeah, these are really strong, and the numbers are looking great. He's going for melee Rathas up against the Trebuchets, and ah, man, just the kitchens are so underwhelming. They're just so underwhelming, and Vinchester struggled to get a good amount of units up anyway. So these are going down right away. And the great thing about Modri is that he can split this up, right? And go for a meat shield, and then work from behind the front lines with the range Rathas as well and take these down pretty easily. So as long as he stays away from the castle, you should be able to get better engagements against Vinchester's army. And Vinchester, if he's gotta rely on the castle over here to take a decent engagement against Modri, he'll simply not be able to keep the push going. And without the push going, Vinchester's just going to keep on falling behind even further. I mean, take a look at that population. 99 versus 100 and freaking 70. Modri is on his way to the Imperial Age in the next few seconds. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see Vinchester call the GG as soon as Modri hits the next stage. Like, what honestly can Vinchester do anymore? Even if he wanted to play for economy, he'd just be playing catch up. He's got 2 TCs. Modri's on 4, I think. TCs, yes, 4 and 3 castles. And boy, that Rathas arm is looking incredible. Cavalier research is the key, yeah. Oh boy, that was just wasted resources. It's very unfortunate. I do kind of feel it for Vinchester because he tried, he really did. And you know, for the limited amount of options you have when playing humans on this map, the path he went down on or through is yeah, it's pretty difficult to make work, the fast gameplay. And he tried, we saw him, he did his best, but it's not working out. Modri's defense was very strong. His timing was pretty good as well. I'm not sure if Modri was going for this all along or if he predicted Vinchester to go for a fast imp and doesn't that going for just economy into a defensive play. In any case, it ended up working out, and Modri's in a game of his own over here. He's playing a completely different match compared to Vinchester. 200 population, 30 seconds away from the Imperial Age, and once he gets there, of course, we'll see Elite Rathas come up. We're gonna see Conscription, Ring Arch Armor, you know, you name it, you get it, Bracer, whatever. Yeah, it seems to be pretty much over. The question is, I guess, will Vinchester call the GG right away, or will he try to keep on holding on? It's match point, but it's also a huge lead for Modri. Okay, Vinchester wants to keep on going. Just managed to get an extra castle up. That'll be his 3rd castle. Meanwhile, Modri's coming for his 4th castle up in the north. Hey, Chicho. Seems as well. I completely agree with you. Putting a map where Bengalis don't suck. Yeah. We are the 2nd most popular civilization choice over here. You gotta wonder, though. Vinchester, you know... I legit don't remember if I ever saw Kuma's work on this map. But if they did, it was not a very high what do you call it, like success rate, win rate, right? So you just gotta wonder why not Chinese. Chinese we have seen trade blows with Bengalis on this map, but Cumans have been, for the most part, extremely underwhelming. In hindsight, of course, just going to seem obvious. But yeah, even when I saw the matchup over here, I was extremely surprised to see Vinchester go for Cumans. I don't know. Cumans just coming out for Modri. He already went for Ringard Charm or Embracer. He's got Conscription and Path and Tactics coming in, so this will be fully upgraded for the ranged version. He still needs to go for Iron Cast and a Blast Furnace, but it's pretty good. And honestly, the ranged attack is the most important thing about the Rattus anyway, from our testing when they came out. Vinchester on the other hand just got the lead keep check. He's got 52 right now total, while Modri on the other hand some 50 Rattus. Let's see. Here we are. Beautiful, that caster should go down. There you are. Do you go keep chess against that? I would imagine Vinchester just thought the keep check was going to be his best unit regardless of what Modri went for. It's usually what you see when Cumans are casting. If you wanted to go for anything else, that would have been a little bit harder to get to because of the need to go for extra infrastructure. So if you would have needed to go for Cavalier and a bunch of stables if you wanted to get some decent production, I guess. Well, the castles were already up there with 2 castles. He already had pretty decent keep check production. But yeah, it's not working out. I'm not sure. Vinchester might not have realized just how strong the Rattus are. I mean, most players, I don't think they are aware of how strong the Rattus are against most units. So if you are facing the Rattus with a civilization you don't really know how well it's going to trade against them, I guess it's just going to be a little bit of guesswork as well. And blue space, yes. Yeah, nice catch. Vinchester does manage to sneak in. He's got 43 keep checks over here. Will he be able to do anything though? That's the question. Yeah, the Rattus are coming back and he's going to get pinched. Oh, he's just going through. Yeah, well, he's not going to do anything though. What is he trying to do? He's trying to go up to the king. Oh, but there is no way. He does not have enough keep check over here. They are just getting completely shredded. He sent me straight into the meat grinder, and yeah, the castle over here is not damaged. So Vinchester calls a GG, and Modri takes game number 4 to get the series with a final score of 3-1. Well played. That was an interesting attempt for sure for Vinchester, but it's going to get just that at interesting. Let's check the achievements one more time then. There we go. And Modri doesn't like hitting an incredible KD. Very close to 7-4. It's going to be 17-10. For economy, on the other hand, we have a stronger economy for Modri. By quite a lot. And it was not even close. Not even close. Well done. Beautiful. Let's go back. And Modri moves on to the round of 8. Vinchester, on the other hand, gets knocked out over here. The next series we are going to cast will be the first set from the round of 8. Took place earlier today. Couldn't cover it live, but I'm going to use the record against to go for it right now. That is ACCM versus